Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of the auto save and let's load what I saved. All right, folks. Hello, hello, hello. The old Tex, we getting ready to go to bed, wake up, and get busy on the farm again. Good Lord. We have no idea.
All right, folks. Hello, hello, hello.
Uh-oh. Ha, 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 ha. Feedback. Well, I know where that's coming from. Now, let me take a look-see and make sure I've got everything muted so I don't have any surprises. All right, go to sleep, wake up, get after it. My old ass. Ooh. All right. Now, quit running. Quit your running. Now we're turning the light so I don't walk into the wall tonight when I come back. Yeah, you just wave your tail. Don't go where I go. I know you want to get out and run around, but I can't really watch you. If you get hung up in something and die, I'd never forgive myself. That's why I only come get you when I need you to work. Lights. Okay, nothing was growing down here, so... Oh, I know what I was going to do. I need to go get some bell peppers. That's what I was going to do this morning. I tell you what, let's ride over here and get in the wagon. We'll take whoa, where you going? Where you going? Alright. I need to make some changes here. Bear with me. I was watching RP and need to change all this back. Get my sound right. Think I'll just go in my little wagon here. Got plenty of gas in it. We're going to shoot over here and back up because I'm trying to be a hot rod. Let this down. That's why I never found them to begin with. I had the damn gate up. We'll just set them down over here for now. We're going to run into town, get some bell peppers, and we're going to sell what we got already. You know, them cows will survive no longer, and this will take. But I tore down the other planters I had. I started one back here, and I don't know. We're just going to see if it's going to work. Don't know if it will. I just know if I sell this stuff, it'll pay for my bell peppers. I got some grapes here. Got some bell peppers. This is for when it was growing. Then it just quit. More grapes. And more bell peppers. We're going to take a shortcut. Right in here somewhere. I always take the long shortcut. See if we can get some air. Nope. Just slow down, slow down, slow down. Alright, let's don't sell the baskets. Damn. Have to keep reminding myself, don't sell the baskets. Yeah, we run out of bell pepper seeds trying to get them to grow again. Not bad, $800 for grapes. Bell peppers are grapes sell pretty damn good. That's $80 for bell peppers, but wow. Grapes sell pretty damn good. The bell peppers didn't sell hardly worth a damn. Tell you what, we'll get strawberry. We'll get a couple of strawberries to start with. We'll just see if we can get them to grow. There's one. Ought to be another one. There it is. Right there. Yeah, we shut out the oil well. We, woo! Glad that truck turned. I need to get across the street so I don't miss my shortcut. Oh, shit. I zigged when I should have zagged. Take these baskets back in. Yeah, I might have to figure out. I had the shelves. I was building shelves in here. Had everything going. And then everything quit growing. And some stuff you planted was only growing in every other planter. So we went upstairs. We made an upstairs. And up there, everything is growing right now. So I don't know what the deal is. I want to grow strawberries upstairs, though. I don't want to really grow them down here. I want to grow them upstairs because they're small. Oh well, we'll put one in down here to see if it works. This is all like a test anyway. Put a little water in here. Let's see, where's some fertilizer? Take a little fertilizer. And I did not know you could paint the your little boxes here. So you see these, I painted them. They're pretty sharp. That one's growing tomatoes. We'll probably come get those tonight. Let me get these over here out the way. What we got over here? Pineapples. I wanted to grow them upstairs too, but right now I'm just testing to see if I can get stuff to grow. Bet you I put it right under the stairs, I'll fit. Alright, let me go get these cows out. Don't forget, whenever you log back in to the ranch, if you got cows, pigs, anything, and they can't get, and they're in a deal where they can be caged up, go release them because they cannot get to their water and they cannot get to their food. I tell everybody this every time I log in. Your animals are not going to live if you don't. Because you run around this ranch all day and not let them out, you will wake up the next day and find them dead at the doornail. Sometimes at the end of the day, you'll find them dead at the doornail. Come on out of there. And surely this little calf will. Alright, all those are loose. Now let's get all these gates fixed and open these up. Don't worry, I'm letting them out. I already had two in there and had two in here. I should have just started milking. But I couldn't remember if I needed milk or not. Oh, yes I do. Badly. Okay, let me go ahead and get over here and turn on the lights. Then I got to get back over there and turn on the lights here and at the hen house. And I got all that wild game meat. I still hadn't put it in nothing. I'm in no hurry to sell it and it ain't gonna run. While I'm down here, I'll go check on the grain. I'm pretty sure I need to reorder some grain. My horses are growing up. My colts are. There we go, that's on. They don't know it, but I'm gonna cut in through that little white fence right there. Ooh, yes, almost out. There we go. Y'all go on. Do 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 do. No, 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 no. Here, since you're so interested. Oh, it's going down there to the one on the end. Excuse me while I go down here and trap these two. There we go. You go right ahead. Thank you very much. I'll try to get this one here to join you. We'll get this milking over with ASAP. Whoop, you want to try to come out again, don't you? So do you. Hey, I'm running interference. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. That's how you run interference. You stand right there by them. Then you let the other one in. Shit, they both want in. All right, I can handle this. You want in? See if I can get you. See if I can get you in right here. There we go. There's the one with 3 that I need. Wrong end, buddy. Got one in here. So before he changes his mind and wants out, we'll put this one in here with him. Let's go ahead and put this one in here because he's trying to come out. I always try to get the ones the farthest away. I usually end up having to go chase them any damn way, so. But the name is Tex. You're on the BigTex Ranch. Thank you for joining. We hope you enjoy the stream. Right now we are used all of our milk making cheese yesterday. Looks like that one's headed right to the open corral. So we'll just grab this one and follow him. Her. Look. Let's close this gate and open this one then. Hardy, har, har, har. Get in here. Nope, ain't happening. Not today. I took my smart pill this morning. I took my smart pill this morning. I know what you're up to. All right, let's get us some milk. All right. See how easy that was? Next. Make sure I get this first one in the right spot. So all the others will line up behind it. Here's my little storage where I keep all my cans and I do my slaughtering in there. That's my little slaughterhouse. You're wondering why I get quiet right there. I'm listening to the machine. Listening for it to stop. Look, dude. I mean, woman, you bugs me. You get in my way and you bugs me, woman. Well, y'all are all facing the right direction. And leave it on that one so I won't get them too confused. Yeah, I made a lot of cheese yesterday. Processed a cow. Now I gotta get these other two. All right, that's it. Y'all can go. All three of you, get gone. You can go too. If you don't want to, I mean, but you can. Grab the can, head all the way down to the other end. Because I got 3 stalls on each end. I wanted to handle 12 milk cows, and I ended up with 13. Didn't have the heart to get rid of one of them. I really need to get rid of those outer doors. The only reason they're there is I don't want, whoops, forgot to get a can. I don't want them having babies and then being born up in here, because it does happen. It has happened. But if you shut those doors, it won't happen. I've actually been walking around in there making milk and all this other stuff, and next thing I know, a little calf just walked by me, and I'll be like, how in the hell did you get in here? All right. Next. Thank you very much for stepping forward. Remember, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. At least that's what the song says. That's the way I like to do it right there. You catch them right there. I always do the ones up close first. And you catch one at the gate. If you will catch them right there at that gate, they will block anything going in or coming in or going out. So, you 2 ladies right here are the last 2. And we'll walk on out here. That's my style to milking cows right there. It looks like one of these males turned out to be a bull, and he's got to go next door. This is my little gateway. So I can bring them in and out. Every time I put a male in, I put 1 male in, the one with the no number right now, because I bought a bunch of beef cows. But the one that has no number, they are going to be first, and then I've got the rest of them numbered. All right, now we need to get our cheese out. Whoop, that one is full. We just got through selling our cheese the day before. So now we got to start over. I've been trying to do 10 10 cooler fulls. All right. This is about to be number 2 after I get all this cheese out. I try to do 4 at a time. right, let's empty this one. I believe in doing everything by the cooler full. I get it done by the cooler full. If I put 24 in, I know I got a cooler full. Line this up by the exit door. See, I made this really completely different. It's kind of like RPs, but then in a way it's not like RPs. I do all my work in the middle of the shop. Black coolers are cheese, red coolers are meat, white coolers are the mold and stuff. I just started that. So I got 4 coolers. I can do 4 cabinets. But yeah, let's go ahead and get it over with. I'll save the afternoon milk and I'll process the cow. Look for the little add to. I just got through selling 4 baskets full of eggs. I forgot I got to pick it up and put it back. I was like, why ain't it cooking? You big dummy. You know why it ain't cooking. I had 4 coolers full of them damn things. I done used them all. Yeah, go ahead and get this cheese making over with. I try to do a cooler of meat and a cooler of cheese a day, if I can. If I want to. That's why I like this game so much. It's not saying I got to do something, I ain't got to do it in a certain amount of time. Work at my own speed and do whatever I want to do. That is what's lovely about this game. Now I've been thinking later on, I'm not sure where, of making a small little deal for pigs and just buy a couple of male pigs, let them get fat, butcher them. Ain't got no female, ain't got no babies. I always thought it was a male. I was getting rid of all the males, like, well, shit, they can't get pregnant if they ain't got no guy. And I started thinking, wait a minute, it ain't the guy's problem. It's the female. It's the female that has the kids. And another reason I made that little separation in there is they will mate through the fence. That I found out the hard way. Even hens and roosters will mate through the fence. Alrighty, put the eggs in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, we're gonna be one short here, ain't we? That's alrighty. Got an extra basket I can put up there. Now while those are cooking, I'm going to start putting these up. We got an afternoon milking that's about to come here in an hour and a half. And that's where we'll get the milk we need to do the beef. And I have a little left over. We have a place here in our town. Well, it's not in the town, it's outside in the country. But it's called the Yellow Barn. And their barns are yellow. And they process meat and stuff. You can actually order online. Go down to the farmer's market on Saturday and go in there and tell them your name. It's already paid for. You just tell them your name and they sit there and give you your meat. And it's not like other places. They don't butcher a bunch of stuff and set it on the shelf. They only make it as you order it. So it's fresh cut beef. They figure out what they need and that's what they do. And they make a pretty good living at it. A little more expensive than the store, sure is. Is it better than the store? Sure enough. Hey, Kez, what's going on? Hey, Trevor. What's going on, buddies? I'm over here getting ready to do the afternoon milking and the afternoon egg getting here in a minute. But while I'm doing that, I'll kind of give you a tour of what I got going on here. I got 2 hen houses to make sure I got plenty of eggs. There are 30 hens in each. I think, wait a minute, maybe 20. 20 and 1, 30 another. I know I got about 50 hens. Over here, that's my horse corral. I got all my horses in here. And I have a add-on at the back where I can separate the male and the females if I need to. I got my milk cows on this side. Wanted 12 milk cows. I ended up with 13. But you can see I got 3 stalls on this end and 3 stalls on that end. And I got my workshop in the middle. Hey, my fence is crooked. Oh well, it's working. It's serving its purpose. Hell with it. There's my little training deal. And on this side over here, I got my beef cows. Now when they have babies, I take a male over there, and when they have babies, if one of them's a male, I drag the males back over here to fatten up for slaughter. And I leave the females on that side over there. And like I said, I got this the idea from RP, except I changed it up. I put it upstairs, over down here, so if I want to go to bed or I want to store stuff, I can. Yeah, it's a custom red, damn it. The doors open and close. This right here is my store, kind of like a storage, but I also is where I take the cows into slaughter. So when I slaughter their cows, the meat don't go flying everywhere. This is where I do my meat in here. Over here, I got my cooker. I got my cheese boxes stacked on top of each other. I couldn't see no more sense in doing 24 a day, something like that. But you can kind of see I got them all in here. And what I do, I tag the calves with the day they was born. Even the horses, I try to. That way I can, if I want to slaughter them, I'll slaughter the one with the lowest number first, or I just open the gate and the first idiot out the gate is the one that gets to go. Let me get on the good foot here. This right here is my greenhouse I was talking about. Yeah, some of RP's ideas was my intervention. There's my basket. I'm trying this down here, but I'm not having no luck getting anything to grow at all downstairs. Nothing is growing. But you go upstairs, where I made it upstairs, everything is growing. Go figure. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why it won't. They'll grow down here, but they only grow every other seed. Yeah, RP's got some great ideas, but if I kind of used his idea and then I just modified it. And I kind of used the fences to try to keep everything kind of looking good. My garage, I got me a hot rod. I went and bought me a hot rod. Hard to drive as hell. I should have stuck with the other truck instead of getting it upgraded because it's really big. Ow, shit, I just hit my truck. Well, I got insurance. My riding lawnmower and stuff I keep in here. This ladder needs to be in here. Then I got my gas container. Over here is like the little farm storage house, and if I want to bring my dog out to run around, I need to buy another bowl, but I assign him to this. This is my little storage room. I still got my tent and a water bucket, metal, glass, concrete. Over here is where I gotta finish that shelf, but that's where I put paint. Is that light even on? Yeah, it is on. So they looked a little dark in there. I put the well out here by this door so I can walk down here and get water if I decide I want to boil some meat. But let's see, the hens done dropped their eggs. Yeah, no shit. I whacked it pretty good. Let's see, what basket out here has eggs in it? One of them does. But I got lights all the way around the hen house in case I have to go. No eggs. Oh, there's 8 in that one. But I put lights on all 4 sides of the hen house in case I have to hunt them at night. Because they lay them everywhere, so. But I kind of thin back here and thin back on this and that. And I've still got some ideas. I'm thinking about making a small one for pigs, and just buy the hogs, buy 2 male hogs, let them fatten up, then process them. And you make enough money, it don't hurt to do that, and then turn around and go buy a couple of more male hogs and put them in there. Are y'all hiding shit from me back there? Make sure y'all ain't hiding no eggs. And the other one said, damn, he grabbed him by the neck. I'm getting the hell out of the way. Damn, my old ass getting to where I can't jump over the fence. All right, let's see what we got down here. I know, I'll be over there in a minute. Y'all just chill, cows. But this is my little setup. No, it ain't gonna buff out. May need a damn haven't put another fender on it. Hell, you should have seen what I done to that sports car first time I took it out. I tried to take it out on those country roads and floor it. That didn't turn out too good. I bet you I rolled that sucker 3 times. Whoop, we got 40. Every time I get outside, it starts to rain. Oh shit, it's a thunderstorm. At least it ain't like in gold mining. In gold mining, you get thunder snow. I think that's all the eggs. But I love the heck out of this game. Yeah, I'm just an old country boy at heart. I still haven't found out where that old man is to get a rifle. But I'm a damn good shot with that pistol. I can take out a deer almost from across the property. I gotta go outside in that noisy ass storm to get these cows in here to milk them. Cause I done my cheese first and it took every can I had. Alright, we got one volunteering. Thank you very much. Get over here. Yeah, I developed a system. I'll walk in, then I'll make a U-turn. And they're in far enough, and it blocks the other one. Hey, where you going? Wait a minute, I need 3 and 1. And these guys look like they might cooperate. I'm running interference. Get in here. There we go. Yeah, I kind of thought about making a cover. I thought about taking the doors off and making a cover that went over the corral. But that's something I'm going to tinker with later. Alright, man, I appreciate y'all stopping by. I hope you like what I got here. If you can, be sure and drop me a like. I'd appreciate it. I'm sitting here. Damn, all this rain gonna make them cow pies getting fertilizer later. It's gonna make it a little messy. Alright, let's see if I can block this guy while you come in. There we go. I got 3 in that one. I just need 2 in the rest of them. You in here. I'm sorry, you got a late start toward that gate. Nope, it ain't happening. Yeah, I'm thinking about making one of those, not a glass roof, but a regular like V roof. I may use a glass roof. Uh, just not sure just yet. But I put there's a reason for the doors being there. Uh, the cows will. Well, thank you for coming in. Uh, the cows will actually have babies up on the platform with the doors open, and you'll find them out roaming around. So I put those doors up there, and I can turn around and shut these doors, and they won't have their babies up in the platform anymore. There you come. Thank you very much. No, you don't. I guess you are too, ain't you? Maybe not. Nope, I got you. All right. All I need is you last two to get off in here. Y'all could give me a break, will you? Dadgummit. Won't even move your fat butt out of the way. Look at that other one. Come over here and then takes off to the far corner. Yeah, they'll mate through the fence. I didn't know the cows would mate through the fence. That's why. Now you're going over there. Oh my God. That's why I put this space. I put this space in between them. So I put the males over there and the females over here. You got them that far away, they won't mate. All that is a one fence I put in there and separated them. Now I got to go out here and get this other one. Get back over here. You know what time of day it is. Make sure y'all got enough food. Now don't look this way. That other cow just needs to stay right where he's at, and bingo. Damn, was that your stomach? I'm gonna set this down here so I'll see it and I won't forget to pick up my fertilizer from my plants. Yep, this one's about to be full. Well, I couldn't figure out how, but I found a damn female over with my males, and I'm like, how in the hell did she get over there? And she is desperate. She got to be related to the cow that jumped over the damn moon. But now, since I put that one fence up like that, I ain't had any other mating problems. Look, you two. You move. You want out? There you go. Get it. You're free to go too. Let's see. These two cows here. We'll finish filling up that can. Yeah, I get quiet when I'm milking because I'm trying to hear that damn milking machine. All right, that one's done. There's two. I'm like, dang, that dang cow desperate. Jumped two fences to get over there. Said, I got to get some tonight. No. Oh, man. I have fun with this game. Sometimes I'll won't milk the cows but once a day, and I'll just get on the horse and ride around. And guys asked me, said, you training your horse? I said, no, I'm just riding. If he gets trained while I'm riding, more power to him. No, I don't milk the beef cows. They don't give anything, and it's just not worth the time to milk them. So I just don't milk them. So I don't milk the beef cows. Where do you think you're going? You're waiting until I get another can. Yeah, I'm just getting these ready. Getting this milk ready because probably the next day I'm gonna grab one, and I think I already got this one. Yeah, I did. I remember now. But I just mess around, find stuff, try new ideas. You see, I play a game, been doing it since 2008, and it's avatars and stuff like that. It's called Red Light Center. Yes, it's an adult game, and I knew it when I got on there. But I own a club on there called Club Stallions. I was nominated by the people on that website as the best male country DJ for like 6 or 7 years in a row. And I still own the club, and I still go there. It's the longest running country club on there. Yeah, I put milk in the sausage, and I put milk in the beef. Anything to make that damn price go up. I need one more. I'll get one more can out of those three on the end, and I almost forgot about them. Yeah, but I like my little setup here. Somebody asked me if I was ever going to plow that field, and I was like, why? I can buy the grain a lot cheaper, and I can buy all the equipment to do to make the grain. Well, at least I want to get the cows done before they pass out on the ground. That's the funniest thing I ever seen. When cows will be walking along and all of a sudden, plop, they just drop to the ground. First time I seen that, I backed it. I backed my stream up and recorded it and sent it to my brother. He's like, "What'd you do? Shoot them?" I said, "No, it was time for them to go to sleep." All right, now, hopefully my cow patties hadn't gone away, but they probably have. Yep, it looks like they have. I done lost my fertilizer. Do you mind? I done lost my fertilizer. Next time I'll just have to get my fertilizer and milk them after I get it. Well, I got the chickens, I got the eggs, the cows have been milked twice today. I got enough milk to make more cheese in the morning and have one left over, plus what I got over here for the beef cow I'm going to process. So, while I got a cow I'm fixing to process, guess I better get over here and out with the good and in with the need to be good. I like to wait till I get one ready to go in. That way I ain't got to move everywhere. I just take them out, put them in. Take them out, put them in. And I only do 24 at a time. What the hell? How did it? Are you shitting me? That's the beef from the cow that I killed over here. Jesus Christ, it blew through the wall. Oh my God. I thought that cow was kind of short on meat, but I was like, well, maybe it wasn't old enough. I'll be damned. Opened that door and stuff fell out of there. I'm like, what is that? And I looked and I was like, that's the damn meat from that cow I killed yesterday. What the hell? Yeah, I finally got rid of all the milk cow bulls because all I needed was milk. I didn't need nothing from them. And after I made enough money from the oil, I just went and bought the amount of milk cows that I wanted. I mean, it was all cute them having calves and shit, but when they're not having what you want them to have, well, looks like I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to process those. Before I go in and rest and sleep and then get back up the next morning and get after it again. All right, that should be empty. That should be full. Take this down here to where I unload. Get your head back in there. Yeah, I did. I counted that meat, and I was like, well, hell, maybe he wasn't old enough to put out all that meat. I was like, well, shit, I've had him almost 8 days, and I think that he's full grown. And now I find 5 pieces. That's good. That's more money, more money, more money. I don't know why I do this, but it's just, it's just fun to me. I enjoy doing it and taking it to town. Living the life of a farmer is what it's all about. Every day's a new adventure. Hey, Frizz, what's going on, bud? Thanks for stopping by. Harvey's here. Shit, we had quite a few stopping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, somebody told me one time, said, you need to talk to people in chat more. I said, I will when they say something. I said, usually I get 4 or 5 watchers in here and they don't say nothing. Alright, now that we found that beef, well, you know, the other day I killed a cow, and I was like, okay, that's all the meat the female puts out. So I got out there the next day and I was tagging one of the new calves, and I looked out there and there were 3 pieces of meat laying out there. I was like, damn, the calf blowing through the wall. What I got to do? Build steel wall to keep the damn meat in here? Alright. They all fell out. Chickens are asleep. Run over here and go upstairs in my greenhouse and see if my little next level. See, my plans was after I built the upstairs, I was going to grow all the short stuff like pineapples and strawberries and stuff upstairs. And I was going to grow the tall stuff down here. This has been in the ground. Crap, fertilizer's already gone. This has been in the ground 2 days and hasn't grown at all. Not none. But you come up here and everything I planted up here has just gone ape shit. My grapes. Whoops. One croaked. This guy's just now, he's sending me a text message. He's sending me some kind of deal. He's just now figuring out that my brother is married to the city judge's sister. And he asked me, he goes, your brother married to her? And I said, yeah, I has been for years. He goes, oh. I just try to get away with shit. Okay, Frizz, man, I appreciate the shit out of it. Let's see. Whoops, that and died. No space in the container. That's what I like about tomatoes. They don't jack around. Them tomatoes get after it. Put this by the door. Grab another basket and go up there and get the rest of the tomatoes. Well, shit. If I can't get nothing to grow downstairs, I'll just grow it upstairs. Shit, they all died. Well, I guess we'll uproot them here in a day or two. But I'm going to give it one more day to see if a strawberry comes up there. But it's showing it's not growing, and it's been there over a day. It should have started growing. Let's see, I got some pineapple, and the pineapple was growing, then all of a sudden it just stopped. I think they have a bug with the fruits. I'm just not, or bug in the fruits. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I usually stream. Let's see. He's asking about my cousin. I mean my nephew. He's seen my my nephew is a pitcher, and he's good. He's really, really good. Uh, he watched him pitch the other night. He had something like he pitched 5 innings, uh, gave up no hits and nine strikeouts, and uh, his stats are just crazy. And there were some college scouts watching him at the game, and he asked me, he said, "Is he going pro?" And I said, "No." I said, I said, he wants to go to junior college first, and then after he goes to junior college, then he's planning on going to a major college. Well, before I even built the upstairs, we'll run over here and look at that. But before I even built that upstairs, they was not growing downstairs at all. I've been having this problem ever since I built this greenhouse. Ever since I built this greenhouse, I've been having... See, they got windows right here. They should be getting sunshine. I don't see a sunshine deal. I see a deal for the disease, the growth, the fertilizer, and the water. The one on bottom is for being for disease. But no, he's not growing pro yet. My brother said he wants to pitch junior college a year, and then he wants to go to a major college and pitch at a major college for a couple of years. Then he might, but he's got pro scouts looking at him. They had one from the Baltimore Orioles checking him out about a week or two ago, and he went and went down to the Texas Rangers and tried out for them, and then played on one of the Texas Ranger summer youth baseball deals. Yeah, I don't pay much attention to it. I just throw it in there. If it grows, it grows. If it don't, it ain't. I mean, only thing I haven't done is put them damn things outside. And the reason I hadn't done that because I had a dog get hung up in the plants. He tried to go in between some plants, and he got caught. And he couldn't get out, and that's where I found him, and he was deader than a doornail. So I make sure that that's why I keep my dog inside the fence most of the time, unless I'm going to take him somewhere. And then I'll let him run free while I'm out there and leave the gate open. And I'll make sure the door is shut to the greenhouse. Because I have to look at that. I'll have to look at that. I hadn't paid much attention to it. But I'll sure look at that. But I've been having problems with it. I built that outhouse and I put the plants down, and then in one spot one would grow. The next spot would not grow. I'm talking about I had them lined up. One spot would grow, it would skip a spot, and the next spot would grow. Then it would skip a spot, and the next spot would grow. And I'm like, what in the hell? Uh, yeah, you know, that's one thing they need to add is a freaking litter box. That damn cat shit all over my house. In fact, he's probably still in it on my other ranch. I I was gonna take him, let him go outside, let the dog play chase with his ass. But anyway, hey folks, I'm gonna get up. I got stenosis in my lower back and in my neck, and if I don't get up and walk around every so often, I get pretty stiff. So I'm gonna go ahead and take me a short break, and I'm gonna walk around. I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. I just get up and kind of walk around the house. I get something to drink. I check on my stepfather because he is bedridden, and I take care of him. So I'll be back in just a second. Don't y'all run off. We're going to continue this till probably about another hour and a half, bud. Alright, gang, I'm back. Hey, Rocky. What's going on? I I'm gonna I'll ask y'all while I'm here before I forget, if you know of a good YouTube video on how to add your cam to OBS. If you'll send it in a link or something, I will would appreciate it. That way I can yeah, I've tried most of the other houses. Only one other house I like. I like this one better than I do any of the old farmhouse. Is just too old. Well, we'll wait till the sun comes out and we'll come over here and check. I started wondering if it was because I had the light shining on it. Because I built them right under the light. But if that was the case, these up here would have died. Alright. Get my little disease deal here. No, they all died of disease. Trouble is that it wants me to harvest them instead of heal them. Alright, tomatoes. Yeah, I didn't know you could paint the boxes so a day or two ago. Uh-oh, I ran out of fertilizer. Oh, there was one right there. Shit, that one's empty. Trying to get my fertilizer full from cows before I bring it over here. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to move that over here like I had it. Makes it easier to get to. And I found out that placing this in here will actually water all three of them. I discovered that. I'm not worried about those grapes. I'm fixing to replace some of those upstairs with different shit. Ah! I thought about just taking one of my pictures. I got a picture of me in a cowboy hat. I thought about just placing it on here instead of the one I got. They said, shit, there he is. Alright, I ain't gonna do like I did last time. I missed out on all this fertilizer. I ain't missing out on it this time. I'm gonna get it before I milk them. Then after I get them in there, if they take a dump, I can get some more. Yeah, I told my son, I said, I can't wait till tomorrow. He goes, why? I said, shit, I'm getting this long ass hair cut off. I also let him talk me into growing a little goatee. And I was like, God damn, my hair is gray. Shit, my beard is gray. Yeah, but I was talking about my DJ, and I have about 20 to 30 people every Saturday night that tune in. I got the link to my music in my description or in my links. And on Saturday night I go live, but there's music that plays on there 24/7, 365 days a year, but it is country. I will warn you that it is country music. A lot of George Strait, Hank Williams Jr. and stuff in there right now. I haven't updated it with some of the music. I've been doing what they call I call it a time capsule show. I went back to 1959 and I done the top 100 hits from 1959, and then after I done that, I went to 1960 and so forth and so on. I'm up to 1970 right now. Well, come on up in here. I appreciate it. Wait a minute. I don't need but, well, shit, I guess I got 3 of you. Starts that I didn't need but 2 of you in here. But that's all right. I'll take 3. Yeah, we got an old boy from Texas. Y'all probably seen him on the award shows. Cody Johnson. I met him personally at a event they had down here called Junebug Jam. I met him and Neil McCoy and Vanilla Ice, and what Vanilla Ice was doing there, I have no idea, but he was. And old Drake Milligan, he is coming up with some good songs. Plus that guy, Bryce Leatherwood, he is doing pretty good. Can I shut that before you get out? Thank you very much. I like to go around to the local clubs and stuff like that, and I go in there and I'll catch these new bands or new groups, and I'll tell them what I do, and tell them that I'll play their music and advertise their music for them, and if they would send me a link to their website, that I would post it, and people could go to their website and buy their music. And 9 times out of 10, they'll turn around and hand me 2 or 3 of their CDs. Dang cow got me trapped. Get out of here. You got me trapped like a rat. No, you're not going nowhere. All right. Where are we going to start first? See if I got a can. Nope, sure don't. Have a lot of can of milk after this, that's for sure. Yeah, he didn't like me too much. There's this woman that come from Las Vegas, Nevada, and he was doing, Vanilla Ice was doing a sound check, and I was trying to get his attention to come down there, and he was trying to ignore my ass. I hollered at him, I said, man, I know you hear me. I said, this woman drove all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada to see you. I said, at least you can do is get your ass down here and take a picture with her. He come down there. She got her picture with him. He give me a go to hell look, but I don't give a damn. I don't care who he is. He's from Dallas, and he was born on Halloween. He even got a song out called "Born on Halloween." I was like, what the hell? No wonder he acts like he does. Get all these cows out the way. Get out of here. Both of you. Go. You bug me. Get out of here. You too. Go. Yeah, now Neil McCoy, he put on a show. Oh, Neil McCoy, he put on a show. Him and Cody put on a show. That made it worth every penny. Oh God, Sylvia's mother, yes. I remember that. I got those too. I got classic rock. I got oldies. I got all kinds of music. But only country plays on my stream 24/7, 365. I have to be doing like a special show. See, that website I was telling you about, Red Light Center, it's an adult website, and I own 3 clubs on there. I own a country club, which was voted the best country club. Like I said, I was voted best male country DJ for 7 years in a row. Then I have an oldies club. I have a classic rock club, and I DJ off and on in all of those. And it's a lot of fun. I love playing the music, bringing back memories. People will hear a song, they'll be like, oh my God, I remember my grandpa listening to this song. And that makes it worth it right there. Bringing back memories, of their family and their grandfathers and grandmothers and their kinfolk. That makes it worth it. Shit, I almost forgot about it the other night. I was sitting here playing Ranch Sim, and I was like, oh, it's Saturday night. And I was like, Saturday night? And I looked at the time, I was like, oh shit, it's 7 o'clock. I'm supposed to be there at 6:30. I remember that song, Why Can't We Be Friends? Or that Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke, that's where my money goes. In my lungs and sometimes up my nose. Oh man, old Cheech and Chong. Well, you're the last one. Now take off. Whoops. Now take off. Dun 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 dun. My basketball coach, he done kicked me off the team. Dun 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 dun. Y'all know what song I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't. Wearing high heel sneakers and acting like a. Oh, God. What a song that was. It'd be like, let me see your license. My license, man? Isn't it back there on the bumper, man? Oh, shit. Hey, man, you want to get high? Do I want to get high? Does Howdy Doody got wooden balls, man? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Yep. I can't tell you how many times I watched Up in Smoke. And what was that? Oh, the Ajax girl. Geeky, 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 geeky. I like to die. And I'm like, what the hell? Oh, shit. Snorting Ajax. Girl didn't have a so high she had no idea what she was doing. Oh, man. You know, I had a buddy of mine, he told me, he said, you should have been a comedian. I said, what? He goes, yeah, you should have been a comedian. He said, you see stuff in different ways that people just don't see it. I try to be careful when I'm on other people's streams, but yeah, I like cutting up. Shit, when I was a kid, I grew up listening to Jerry Clower. Shoot up in here amongst us, because one of us got to have some relief. And Gene Tracy, truck stop jokes. I listen to him. So, I mean, I was a good kid, but my God, everybody thought I was a nut. You gotta be telling those Gene Tracy truck stop jokes, and them guys will be like, where in the hell do you come up with this crap? Guys at school just be looking at me like I lost my damn mind. Now, I done forgot which Cheech and Chong movie it was where they were upstairs with that woman, and that biker dude kicked in the door, and they jumped out, and they jumped on top of that elevator, and he didn't have his clothes on, and he was hanging over the edge of that elevator with those two old ladies in there. I thought that was pretty damn funny. Now I do love me some damn Porkies and American Pie. American Pie was just hilarious. I love that movie. She's got it. I looked and I was like, oh hell. That's gotta hurt. I almost got this cheese done. All right, Rocky. See you tomorrow, man. I hope to see you all when you leave tonight. I hope you're able to make it back. Like I say, I usually start in the mornings. It'd be about 9:30 on East Coast time, but 8:30 my time, and then I'll stream till about noon or noonish, and then I wait, and I get back on about 1 or 1:30, and then I go to 5, and then it's about 6 or 6:30. I'm back on again, and I go to about 9 o'clock. I got a list of some of the games I like to play. I put some in there, but this has become one of my favorites. You'll know the truth about it. I'm not pressured to do anything. I'm in Central Standard Time, man. Right now it is 4 p.m. where I'm at. It is 4 p.m. And I'll be on here till about 5, and then I'll get off and for about 30 to 45 minutes, and I'm back at it again. I just like playing this game. I had one that was Friday Night Outlaw Racing, and I had the game Outlaw Dirt Track. Woo-wee. You are a ways. Ha! You are a way a ways. You know, they traced my family back and found out that my dad's side of the family is related to King Richard III of Normandy. That's how far we trace my family back. So, I guess I'm related to royalty. And on my mom's side of the family, they traced us, well, I already knew it, but they come from Ireland. Their last name was O'Reilly. And when they moved to the States, they had trouble getting a job because being Irish. And they dropped the O on the front of their name and just made the last name Riley. So, all right, let's go out here. Yep, one of those calves grew up to be a male. No, that's a female. Female. I'm trying to check and make sure I ain't got no males hanging around over here in my females. Alright, I see y'all's udders, so y'all good. That's that young one. She's over here trying to get over there with the boys. And there fixed to be one less boy over there. Wait a minute. While I'm out here, let's check this food. Yeah, I guess that's why you know, kind of like half Irish, half English. You know, I'm always real nice and I'm polite to everybody. And Mom said that was my English side. Yeah, but when I got mad, it was not pretty. She said that was my Irish side. One of y'all are coming out. The other one's staying in. I don't care which. Let's go. It's time for that big explosion. Well, I'll put it this way. This room does contain a lot of it. I'll just lead them in here and shut the door. Well, you turned your head, dummy. Quit it. Quit it. There we go. Now I'm going to go hide. I'm going to get over here, hide behind the milk cans. Ouch. It hit me on top of the head. Damn, it was a brisket. Get all this meat I can. Whoops. I don't see none out there. So maybe it all stayed in here this time. Might give the cows a break since they put out so much milk last night and this morning. Alright, there's one more right there. There's none in behind the cans. They got it. I don't think none of it went outside. I think I got all of it this time. Yeah, I'll be ready for those damn eggs today. I should have kept that last damn dozen eggs. I mean, a basket of eggs that I had. But I think I can still manage. I don't think it's going to be a big issue. Yeah, I was one of those guys in school that when I was young, well, elementary school anyway, they always picked on, they taken my homework and all kinds of stuff. And then my stepfather called his uncle over. His uncle was an ex-professional boxer. He taught me how to box right and left-handed. And then one day I was at school, this old guy was picking on me again. I'd had enough. He done flipped my switch. And I took him down, and it was not pretty. I took all my anger out that I had from everybody that picked on me. I took it out on that one boy. And it was not pretty. Then I turned around after that. I started running around with a kid that was a 3rd-degree black belt. And he taught me a lot of stuff. So as I got into high school and stuff, people just didn't mess with me. They would come to me if they had somebody messing with them or jacking with them. You know, kind of like they'd ask me, you mind if I stay over here and hang with you for a while? Oh, so-and-so is doing this or that. And I'm like, I don't care, but I'm going to tell you this. He comes over here jacking with you while he's around me and involves me in it. And I said, there's going to be hell to pay. He's like, that's what I'm hoping. Oh, man. I wasn't a bully, but I did take up for the smaller guy that couldn't take up for himself is what I did. I was proud to do it. I got enough for 2 more shots of milk. Yeah, this old... They had one guy, he got out of... he had just got out of reform school. Meatball. He had just got out of reform school and came to our school. And he, you know, wanting to show everybody, I guess, how bad he was. So he come in our auto body class, and I didn't really know him from Adam. So I turned around, went to put my boots on to take off to my next class because I had on my shop tennis shoes. And I smelled something. I looked down in my boot, and we had been painting a horse trailer. And he had put horse shit in my cowboy boot. The boy had no idea who he was jacking with. He's a big old boy, too. He was a big one. I mean, he was, you know, a little bigger than me. But I was standing outside at lunch. I was talking to a buddy of mine. I said, I'd sure like to take him down. He said, go ahead, I got you back. That boy come by, and he was chasing this girl with a belt and hitting her with a belt. He come running by me, and I took his butt down. I told him, I said, look, I said, I ain't going to hurt you. I said, I'm just going to tell you I don't like what you're doing, and I wouldn't want my parents or anybody else's parents to see what you're doing to her. And he was like, you better let me up, I'm going to hurt you. I laughed at him. I said, who's on top of who here? And I started laughing. I told him, I said, I'm going to let you up. I said, but if you make a move toward me, I said, you're going to wish you had never come to this school. Well, he got up. He walked off of the campus. And I don't know where he went after that. But he never showed up again. Till I seen him at my third wife's house once. And he was out there benching these weights, trying to show off how much he could lift. I just looked at him and I said, dude, I said, I don't give a crap how much weight you lift or how strong you think you are. Whenever you think you're ready, you know where to find me. Well, I'm an old man. I'm 65 years old, which is, some people say that's not old, but I sure feel it. But anyway, I was at a beer pong party once here about 7 years ago. This guy hit his fiance, my son stepped in. He went to grab my son, and that's when I nabbed him. He reared back to swing at me. A bad idea. I swung at him and hit him. He was out like a light. That girl's like, oh my God, did he kill him? And my daughter-in-law was standing there, and she goes, nope, he'll be fine. Said, Pops just knocked him the F out. So, the cops come, the county cops come out there and started asking questions. And everybody at the party told the cops that he was drunk and he fell and hit his head on the bumper. That cop said, I've seen a lot of accidents and seen a lot of people hurt. He said, and I just come from the hospital. He said, and that boy's head is the size of a damn cantaloupe. He said, somebody knocked the hell out of him. They said, well, ain't nobody here lay a hand on him. He left. My son looked at me and he goes, damn, Dad, where'd you hit him? I said, you see these big knuckles? I said, when I hit that boy, I said, I made sure one of them knuckles made contact with that temple. And I said, that's why he went down like he did. He said, man, he dropped like the life went out of him. But hell, I was in my 50s then. I wasn't stupid. Time for me to go get some more eggs here in a minute. See how many. I got the lights on out there. I'm going to finish this. I'll get the cow the afternoon break, and I'll go get some more eggs here in just a minute. But I got 11 pieces of meat, and I'm going to finish it. But I really will need the eggs, because I'm knocking them eggs down with all that I made today. I sold 160 eggs the other day. I'll tell you another funny one there, Frizz. I coach Pee Wee football, and these little kids were in the car, and I was taking them to the game to play football that morning on Saturday. And they was all sitting back there, and somebody said, oh my God, you stink. And he's like, I farted, and it did. It was pretty smelly. So I sat there and I was like, my Lord, boy, roll the window. He was, I ain't rolling the window down, ha, 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 you know. So I had power windows, and I could lock the windows in the back to where they couldn't roll down. And I mean, I had control of all windows. So I reached over and I hit the latch to lock all the windows where they couldn't be rolled down. I turned around and told them I was going to wash the car. So I got their little ass in the car wash, and I tore one loose, and it was bad. They're like, oh my God. I said, you can't roll the window down in here, can you? Them little shit was about to die. He said, man, why did you do that to us? I said, don't get in my damn car and fart and laugh about it. I said, payback's a bitch. Oh. But they was in that car, and the car wash was going, and they couldn't do nothing. I thought, man, that was hilarious. Them kids like to die. They was like, oh my God, oh my God. They said, one of them was laughing. Said, your dad don't get mad, does he? My son said, nope, he gets even. Oh, every Every time I see them boys, though, they still call me coach. We went up. I took a team that hadn't won a championship in like 4 or 5 years, and we had an undefeated season. And the real head coach, he got the trophy, and he gave that championship trophy to me. He told me, he said, I couldn't have done it without you. He said, I sold those kids short. He said, I didn't think they could even learn some of the stuff that you taught them. I said, those kids will learn what you teach them if you teach them the right way and are patient with them. He wanted me to come back the next year. I didn't do it. I went with my son. Only reason I helped coach him because my son was playing. But, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Them were the good old days, boy. Hell, I coached soccer, and I didn't know shit about soccer, and we won 3 games. I told him, I said, I don't know much about soccer. I said, but I do know you got to kick the ball in that net. So I set them up, kind of come up with a few plays to kick it around and to different people and to get the goalie to move so we could kick it in the net. And it worked on some of them, but some of those teams were just way faster than we was. And the coaches have been at it for a while, a lot longer than me. I had fun back in the day. All right, egg time. No, great. I find out it's going to rain. It figures I'm going outside. Yeah, that one old boy that got drafted by Philadelphia, I don't know who he plays for now, but his name's Jalen Rager, wide receiver. He's from my hometown. We had a guy play for Baltimore. The Indianapolis Colts. His name was Monte Rager. He's the defensive lineman. He's from my hometown. We got quite a few boys that are in the NFL from my town. Move your butt. Can't you see I'm trying to pick up eggs and you getting them underway? Alright, that's all of it. Hell, there's 13 eggs in this one. Let's put them into here. I told him, the boys that I coached, when they hit junior high, I went up there to watch. And the coach walked over there. He said, sir? I said, yes. He said, I understand you coached these boys when they were in Pee Wee football. I said, yeah, I did. I said, we went, a few of them, I said, we went undefeated. He said, well, I hate to do this. He said, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I said, why? He said, I can't coach them with you here. I said, huh? He said, they want you to coach. And I said, well, that's not possible. He said, He said, I know. He said, that's why I'm going to have to ask you to leave because I have no control over these boys while they're here. They just keep looking over here and keep saying that ain't the way it's supposed to be done. And he said that one of them said if I was coaching that it wouldn't be doing this way. That one of them said he wasn't going to play. I had to talk to him. Yeah, and let's see, we had another guy from my hometown that played for, I think it was the Milwaukee Bucks is where he got drafted. But his name was Desmond Mason. He was a slam dunk champion one year. I don't know whether it was rookie year or not. I just know he was a slam dunk champion. I know dad. I know Desmond Mason's daddy. I had to take him home once when he got kicked off the bus in high school. This girl started hitting on him and he shoved her. And they kicked him off the bus. He asked me if I'd take him home. I said, sure. I had a 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner. Let me just say this. The boy told me that I'll find a way home tomorrow. He said, I ain't getting in that car your ass again. He lived out in the country. I had that old Roadrunner kind of wound up a few times, and he didn't know that that car could handle them curves like I was doing it. But he still remembers that day. And there was another guy from here, what was his name? He played for, I want to say the Kansas City Chiefs. He was the offensive lineman. I think he went somewhere else, and then he came to Dallas. I think the last year before he retired, and I can't think of his name. He's the NFL Man of the Year, too. That bugs me. I can't think of his name. I think he would got to be Man of the Year while he was playing with the Kansas City Chiefs, too. What's up, Boston Mike? Welcome over, buddy. Name's Tex, and you're watching me work on the BigTex farm. We're in here cutting up, and I'm running my mouth talking about old times. Telling my age, but I'm not telling my IQ. Well, Fritz, what do you think about my little setup I got here? Like I said, I got the idea from RP, but instead of making it long with one on each end and having to run up and back and forth, I put my stuff in the middle and I put 3 stalls on each end, on each side. I got two hen houses. I got my horses out here. I ride them every once in a while. The horses that I bought were at the auction cost me over 10, one of them was right at 10 grand, and the other one was over 10 grand. So almost all the horses, even the colts, are going at auction for $5,000 to $8,000 because the stats are up so high on them because of their parents. Well, hello there, little young colt. There comes another one. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. See if I can find that horse I like. I think I want to go for a ride. Boy, you got to watch these horses. They will come right through that gate. Where are you at? There he is. He's walking away from me. It's black on black. I've been riding him a little bit. The stats are about like that on every damn horse. I've noticed though when I ride a horse now, I have to look at him and whistle. And then I have to whistle again before he'll walk off. I had one of them lock up on me, and I had to log off and log back on. I came up here the other day to look at the ranch. But that's what it looks like from up here. I like it up here. Yeah, the fence kind of looks crooked around the house, but if you get down there on it, it looks a lot better. Yeah, I was thinking about what you said about the sun. See, the last time I built the sun's shining all on that thing down there. But last time I built a greenhouse is over there where my workshop is. By the, by where I keep my cows and stuff. But I don't know. All right, let's go. Yeah, I found out the hard way. Do not open that damn gate to the corral where the horses are. They will get out and they are a hell of a lot quicker than cows. I had 6 of them damn horses get out while I was trying to get one in. See, when I get off, he'll just stand. There he goes. He must have done something. Earlier when I got off, they just stand there. And instead of building a barn, I built this. And I was going to put their food in it, but I decided not to. I thought about maybe later on putting a little gate here in front of it so I could put them in there and gate them in. And then I decided not to. And I come over here and I built this to separate the males from the females like I did the others. I don't know why I got this fence up here. I could take, I did too. I should have put a fence on the other end and knocked this fence out. But I didn't. Them nice looking horses though. Oh yeah, man, you ain't lying. I'll never forget the first time I went out on a farm. It was my great aunt's dad. And my dad took me out in the field with him and set me on top of this damn little calf and told me to hold on. Guess how long that lasted? Kaboom! Down I went. Now, I lost my interest in rodeo and everything else right then. I was like, I am not getting on the back of one of these ignorant ass cows anymore. Yeah, this is kind of how I kind of time my breaks. Is I'll go and I'll play a day, and then at night before I lay down and go to bed, in the game, to start before I start the next day. See, there ain't nothing growing back here. Got water. Done run out of fertilizer. No growth. No disease. No nothing. No sign of life. These up here grow like weeds. Why, I don't know. Ooh, look at all these damn tomatoes. Whoops, 2 croaked. That's alright. What I wanted was 5 tomatoes. Put 5 pineapples over on this side. Now that I know that they're going to work. Shit, I've been waiting on these damn grapes to die so I could put a tomato plant there. They won't die. I've been waiting on these suckers to die, and they just won't die. I was like, dang it. Those are grapes. Now that I know these 2 are going to grow, I'll paint them too. Yeah, I'll have to rip them grapes up probably by the roots down there on the end. Well, let's see if I can eat a harvest. I don't want to harvest. I want to heal. Damn it. You won't let me heal, and that's what pisses me off. More grapes, and it's still alive. Okay, boss and Mike. Appreciate it. I'll bring some more wood in with me tomorrow. Ain't even no sense of trying to build these. They ain't growing. they're going to grow, they grow. If they ain't going to grow, they ain't going to grow. That's just the way it is. All right. There's tomatoes and tomatoes. Strawberry. And get this. Ouch. Bumped my head. Well, what did I drop that for? Shit. There's some water, fertilizer, strawberry. Now, what the hell did I do with my bell peppers? This is my pineapples. And my grapes. My son is in there cooking something and it sure smells good. Oh crap. It's almost time to cook my stepfather something to eat. He likes to eat about 5:30. Give old Tex some food and some water and but I think what I'm going to do, since it's at night, I'm going to go ahead and I'll call it right here. If you're subscribed and got the notification turned on, I will be back. But I need to go in here. My stepfather, he is bedridden. And I have to cook for him and take care of him. So I'll be back here in probably 30 minutes to an hour. And I'll be back on. I should be back on by no later than 6, maybe 5:30. But I do have to take care of him and feed him. And I'll be back in. I appreciate y'all coming over, man. Please be sure and like and subscribe if you would, and turn on those notifications. You'll know every time I get on. So I appreciate you coming, and Fizz, tell Boston Mike, if you're still in here or whatever, let him know that I'll be back on a little later. I didn't mean to. I hate for him to leave and me not be able to tell him bye. But I got to get back here and I got to take care of him. Take care of yourself. I'll be back here in a little while. This is BigTex on the BigTex Ranch. God bless you all. I'll be back.